What's up everybody, Jason with Heap of Jeep. Bonus video for you today, working on the Ford F-150. So my wife was complaining about the brakes pulling to one side. I drove this F-150 to work one day and noticed, yeah, they are pulling a little bit, but they're making some noise. They were grinding. So I think the brakes are pretty much worn out. I've got some new pads and rotors we're going to put on and give a quick inspection and see if we can't get this puppy running a little better. Well, as a Jeep guy, I don't know what's similar between the F-150s and what's standard equipment and blah blah blah, so I'm doing this. This is a 1999. I don't know if these are factory rims. I don't know anything about this truck except I need to do the brakes. So I'm just using a screwdriver to pull out this little center cap here, and there are my lug nuts. I'm going to break these free with it on the ground. 19 millimeter. And I'm just going to jack it up under a section of the frame here. Yay, propane truck is here, right after winter ends. Woo! There's one on the bottom too. So with the caliper off, I can tell what's going bad is these rubber seals are toast. They're not rubber anymore, and I'm sure that's what has caused this caliper to bind up. But I don't have a new caliper to put on, so I'm going to make do with this one until I can get a new one, and yeah, we'll go from there. This thing is just chewed up to hell. So there's why the brake was making some noise. The pad, the brake material is pretty much gone. I'm surprised it didn't do more damage than it did. But I'm going to use this shell of a pad here to try and compress these pistons back in on themselves a little bit with this big C-clamp. Alright, so I turned the wheel out, and I got a big old bar that we're going to put on here. See if we can't break it loose this way. There she goes. Try the one on the bottom here. One on the bottom doesn't want to give up the ghost. We're going to try a little heat on this one, but I don't want to screw up this little thing here. Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, pin's got to get greased. So I don't want to screw up that little rubber bushing, so I'm pulling that out. It's not a bushing, but the little seal thing there. And here we go. We'll just use the propane and see if we can't use a little heat to persuade this to come loose. Alright, let's give it another shot. There she goes. Alright, now we have to persuade this rotor to come off, and it's on there pretty good, so we'll get a hammer and have some fun. I'm just going to pound on these surfaces a little bit, see if that'll get it to come free. We're not saving this rotor, it's all chewed up on the back here. We're just replacing it. So, I switched to the 4-pound cross peen from the 2-pound ball peen, and we got her off. And yeah, I mean, it's on the back side here, she's chewed up. Not only are there hammer marks now, but she was chewed up from that pad that was going down and basically missing. So, there we go. If you follow my forging channel, you'll know this will work great for a forging pot. So we're going to set this aside for that channel. Okay, so new rotor, beautiful. Now we can start putting this puppy back together, eh? I don't know that there is a difference. The ones I took off had the little sensor on the outside, so that's what I'm going to do. Just put the sensor back on the outside. Alright, so the pins I just cleaned up real quick with a rag, some brake clean, and just put some silicone grease on them. They make brake specific stuff, which, you know, you can use, but the silicone grease I think works just fine. And you just got to make sure you seat these little boots back over on top of things. Make sure the pins move nice and freely. Alright, well, it started raining just as soon as I started the other side, so I had to bring the video camera in to the garage to get it out of the rain. But the other side went much easier, nothing was as corroded. And I just got back from taking it for a test drive, and now it is pulling to the driver's side, which tells me that that nasty, horrible caliper on the passenger side is now just not wanting to work right at all. So before, I think it was locked up and squeezing too hard and wouldn't let go, and that's why I was pulling to the right. And now when you hit the brakes, it wants to pull to the left, which means that the left caliper, the driver's side caliper, is working just fine. It wants to stop the truck, but when it does, it's that right side isn't stopping as well. So I'll have to order a new caliper and change that up, but all in all, pretty easy project. Sorry, out of breath. I was trying to get all my tools in from under the rain. So Here we go. Thank you, everybody. More Jeep videos coming, and check out the forging videos if you are interested in blacksmithing and forging and all that. I'll put a link in the description.